So, hello guys, good evening, and thanks for joining me. So, for those of you that haven't met me yet or don't know me, my name's Emma, or the Strong Yogi, if you like, and I'm going to be taking you through a 1 hour Vinyasa flow this evening. So, the flow tonight is going to be focused on twists and folds. So, if you do have props and you want to use them, you can use a strap or a block. If you want to, you don't need them. They're not essential, but sometimes they're useful for our forward folds and things like that. If you don't have blocks or straps, but you want something equivalent, you can use tea towels, books, anything that might bring the floor to you or lengthen your arms. But as I say, not essential. If you need to take a break at any point in this practice, just come into your child's pose or your downward facing dog. So those are your resting poses. So for anybody who doesn't know what those poses are, this is your child's pose. So you're going to sort of come onto your all fours and just sink those hips back towards your heels. You can reach those hands out long, extended child's pose, or you can bring those hands down beside you. Or your downward facing dog is palms on the mat. Hips to the sky, heels, they don't have to be to the mat. This is your downward facing dog. Your feet to the mat, hands to the mat, hips to the sky. Believe it or not, your downward facing dog is a resting pose. Make sure that you've got a drink on you. If you need to take a break at any point, just do so. I won't stop at all, but if you need to, then do so. If you feel any pain or discomfort in any of the poses, just come out of them, take a different variation. I can't see you and you know your body better than I do. So just be mindful of any poses that you can't particularly do. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to start in a nice comfortable seat on our mat. So let's just cross those legs. If you want to play music in the background, I won't be playing any music in any of these sessions, but if you want to pop some music on, then by all means do so. I can't hear it anyway. So let's come to a nice comfortable seat. Cross those legs, if that's accessible. Bring those hands together at heart center. And just gently close those eyes. Bow the chin towards the chest. And we're just going to slow that breath down here. So take a nice deep inhale through your nose. And exhale through that nose. And just continue with that breath pattern. Just slowing yourself down this evening, bringing yourself into the present moment. And as you begin to slow your breath down, just start to notice how you feel. Notice any areas of tension. And just bring yourself to the present moment. Anything that's happened today so far, just let it go. It's been, it's gone, it's happened, it's not coming back. It's in the past. And any thoughts of the future, don't worry about them now, what you have to do after this practice, tomorrow, the rest of the week. It doesn't matter. Be in the present, just you on your mat. Maybe you want to set an intention for your practice today. It could be to challenge yourself, to remain present, to remain calm, to remain focused. And just remember throughout the practice, in our Vinyasa flow, we're using breath with movement. I'll prompt you to inhale and exhale. But if I don't, please don't forget to breathe. And take one more nice deep inhale here. And exhale. This time as we inhale, we're going to raise those hands to the sky. You can keep those eyes closed if you like. Or soften the gaze. Really reach those fingertips up nice and high. Stretch those fingertips out long. Take a nice deep inhale. And we're going to cactus those arms, bend the elbows. And push those elbows, those shoulders backwards. Push the chest forwards. You can gaze slightly upwards. And inhale, raise those hands to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower. Inhale, reach those fingertips nice and high. And exhale, keep them here. Take a nice deep inhale, so like we're holding a big beach ball. Spine is nice and straight. And pull that belly button inwards, engage that core. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're just going to twist around to our right hand side. Inhale here. And exhale back to center. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale back to center. One more to each side. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale here. Exhale to center. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale here. Exhale to center. Inhale, reach those fingers nice and tall. And exhale, let's just place those palms onto the knees. Just give those shoulders a nice little roll. Nice, and roll them forwards. So from here, we're just going to warm up the spine. We're going to take some nice seated cat-cows. So as we inhale, we're going to arch the spine and look upwards. And then as we exhale, we're going to round the spine, draw the belly button inwards, chin to chest. And again, inhale, look up, arch the spine. Exhale, round that spine, chin to chest. Inhale, gazing upwards, arch the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, round that spine. Just continue here with your own breath pattern. Just take a few more. Maybe you want to draw some circles with this pose. Whatever feels good for you today, just bring some nice movement into that spine. And if you're drawing circles, make sure you change that direction. Nice. Amazing. Just take two more. Wherever you are, whether you're drawing circles or just standard seated cat-cows. And once you're done, just bring your spine back to a neutral position. We're going to inhale. Let's raise those hands to the sky. We're going to take a nice twist. As you exhale, place your right hand behind you. Place your left palm to your right knee. We're going to use that palm to push into the knee, and we're going to gaze over our right shoulder. So feel that nice twist in the spine. We're keeping the chest nice and open, the spine nice and long. The crown of the head is being drawn upwards towards the ceiling, but gazes towards the back of the mat. Take a nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, can you twist any further? Inhale. And exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. And this time, exhale, we're going to twist to the left, placing the left hand behind you, placing the right palm onto the left knee, and gazing over that left shoulder. So pushing into the left knee with that right hand to deepen that twist. Good for the digestion. Holding here, remembering, checking your form, keeping that chest, that heart nice and open, lengthening that spine. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, can you twist any further? Inhale. And exhale, let's release that pose. So we're going to just take those legs out nice and long here. We're going to take some forward folds. So take them nice and wide to begin with for me. And we'll just warm up those toes a little bit first. So we're just going to extend and bend those toes. So as you inhale, point those toes to the sky. And as you exhale, bend those toes. So whilst we're here warming up our feet, I want you to remember your upper body as well. So remembering to engage that core and lengthen that spine. It can be very easy just to lose your form and to only think about your feet. Lift your chest, open your heart. Imagine like you've got a puppet string pulling the crown of your head to the sky. And just wriggle those toes. And just do one more, and then just start to roll those ankles. So make big circles with those toes in the same direction. Lifting the spine. And change the direction, draw circles the other way. Nice. And just do one more. And from here, we're just going to point those toes to the sky. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, raise those hands to the sky. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips, let's fold forward. So you want to keep your spine nice and straight here. You don't want to round that spine. So when you're folding forward, what you can do is you can keep your arms beside your ears. And as you're folding forwards, when you can't get any further, that's how far you can go. And then you can place your palms to the mat. So from here, just gaze towards those fingertips. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, you're releasing any tension. And maybe you're sinking further and further towards the mat with every exhale you take. But just being cautious not to start rounding that spine. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, make sure you stay on those sit bones too. Try not to roll forwards. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's walk those fingertips back up to center. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. And as you exhale, twist to face over that right leg. Take a nice deep inhale, really lengthen that spine, reach those fingertips upwards. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold over that right leg. So you're keeping your left sit bone grounded and you're gazing towards your right toes. So here, if you have a strap or equivalent, is where you can use something like this. Or you can put a bend into that knee if you need to. If you want to bring that chest down to the thigh. So use your props if you have them, where and if you need them. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, maybe you can sink a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale, bringing it back to center. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, lengthen the spine, engage the core. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Let's fold over that left leg. Again, using that strap, bending that knee, whatever you need to do. And remembering that exactly where you are today is where you need to be. Don't try and force anything. Our body will take us to exactly where it wants to go. Keeping that right sit bone grounded. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, maybe you can sink a little deeper. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring it back to center. We're just going to bring those feet together now. And we're going to inhale. Let's raise those hands to the sky. Keep those arms beside your ears. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Keep those arms beside the ears. See how far you can go first. And when you've reached your limit, then you can drop the hands down. They might come to the feet. They might come to the shins. Maybe you want to use a block strap. Maybe you want to bend those knees. Maybe you do want to use a block. You can lengthen your legs with a block. And just hold here. So we're gazing towards those toes. So common mistake that can be made here is people start to round into the spine because they just want to reach their toes, they just want to get their forehead towards the knees. But it doesn't matter. We want to create space. We want to lengthen that spine. Feel the stretch. Inhale here. And exhale, releasing any tension, maybe taking it a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale, release that pose. So we're just going to bring the right foot up towards our sit bone. So bend that right knee. We're going to take hold of the outside of the right foot with our left hand, and we're going to lift that foot off of the mat. So you can either stay here, or if you like, you can lengthen that leg out nice and long. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we're going to add that twist. So we're going to take that right hand towards the back of the mat, and we're going to gaze towards that hand. So just hold here, take a inhale. And exhale. Really push that right shoulder backwards. Inhale. And exhale, release the pose. Let's take other side, put a bend into that left. Take hold of the outside of the left foot with the right hand. And you're going to lift the foot off of the mat. You can either stay here with the leg bent, or you can take that leg out long. A nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to reach that left shoe. Gaze towards the back of your mat and really push that left shoulder backwards. Take a nice deep here. And exhale.